This is Roland Campos. After years of living in New York City,
he's experienced it all.
From burgers to bonbons, Roland has taken more than a bite out of the Big Apple. He comes to you today,
ready to rate all of New York City's food.
This is the Food Court.
Oh, are we on? Oh, hello. Hello. The Food Court is back. Yay. Yay. Thanks to Opie, the Sanger Brothers, and yeehaw, Don Wicklund. And also, thank you to Hurricane Joaquin.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, he scares people. Anyways, right here is, of course, my confidant, my safety blanket, Carl Ruiz, a restaurateur and restaurant consultant.
This isn't Sam Roberts' show?
No.
All right. All right, I'll say anyway.
Yeah, stay please. And also, I stole from It's Eric Nagel's show. I stole Giddles.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
I'm just hanging out.
We're not gonna
surviving the hurricane with you, Roland.
Nice. And also, Keavy's here from Butter Scotch. She makes delicious desserts and boozy drinks.
Hey there. How's it going?
So, welcome back. And I wanted to ask Carl real quick, since it's been a year since we did one. Did you read the story about the 16-year-old little bastard who fucked people out of money in Brooklyn?
Oh, yeah, the new chef kid?
Yeah, the new chef kid. He charged $200 a head for the dinner.
Yeah. Listen.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Little bastard. Like, listen, look at me. I could smear avocado and throw shit on. $200.
The problem is that he's run by a PR company. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, if the kid might be good.
I don't think so.
But that's definitely not the way to endear yourself to New York City by saying, oh, here's my PR manager, and you come and eat $200 food. New York is very, very quickly, they'll spit you out. When they smell a fraud or they smell like some PR hoax, you're done.
I like they call him a piece of shit in the review, but yet they go, welcome Chick-fil-A.
But he should have just like I don't know, done it like at the Mall of America next to where they sell the dream catchers. Then he could have done it. You know what I mean? But not in New York. Yeah. See you later, buddy. I'll see you when you're 21 and you have a mild coke habit. Then you're a chef.
How was the Nashville food competition you were in?
Nashville was good. We had a really good time. All the barbecue guys there. Pat Martin, he's awesome. He took care of us.
How was your Rikers Island?
Oh, that was the best. I told the guys that I was the chef at Rikers Island, and they actually put it on the website and everything. It was pretty great.
Yeah, Carl got into a little bit of some trouble for saying he
but everyone at the end thought it was funny, but it was cool, man. All those barbecue guys they're really, really talented. There's just a lot of downtime in barbecue that I couldn't actually do it for a living.
Nice.
It's like everyone's like, all right, you got to be here at 5 o'clock to start the fire. And then it was like, all right, I'll see you back at 10:30 at night. I'm like, that's not real. No, I can't do that.
Yeah. But we have Keavy here, our guest. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So how did you, I know a lot of people might know, you started the little cupcake craze with Kumquat Cupcakery.
Yeah. Am I taking credit for that now?
You should take credit.
Okay.
Fuck it.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Tell them you're 16. You'll be in the Daily News.
Yeah. I started making mini cupcakes in 2008 when they were pretty rare to find. Started a little company called Kumquat Cupcakery, and that's how Roland found me.
It was very delicious. And then you
are such a creep, Roland. Like, imagine, look at Roland. Imagine him inquiring about your kumquats. Hi, I'm Roland. I want to taste your little mini cupcake.
But they were delicious. I said, come, please. Cheer us off.
Yeah, I was a little concerned at first. You just reached out online and you were like, hey, I'll take you to a Louis C.K. comedy show. And I was,
Whoa.
That was true, yeah.
I was confused, but then also it was Louis C.K. And so I was like, okay, I'm going. Yeah.
At least
wait a second.
They're the audience.
Wait a second. You are...
Actually, it was Ricky Gervais.
Oh, was it Ricky Gervais?
Yeah. Let's keep dropping names.
Okay.
Yes, Michael Knight. Incredible Hulk.
Michael Richards.
It was a Ricky Gervais concert, and
Sam Roberts.
and I booked her for my boss's cupcake party, so I didn't have to pay.
Yeah.
So win or lose, I didn't have to pay for the cupcakes. So it was up. It was an upside. My bad.
At what point does Stone Phillips walk into the studio?
I mean, I was like, cupcakes and pussy equal.
Oh my God.
It's a sweet dessert. It's a sweet dessert.
Okay, now if you had
Now we
said
move on.
that originally, I probably wouldn't have gone.
Roland,
See, as I
I
said.
understand you're stressed out because there's a hurricane, but
It's Joaquin. Joaquin got to my drink. Joaquin.
what a
Too much Joaquin.
She's right here.
Well,
I can't even look at her.
Well, if you want to call in, it's 866-969-1969. But now she opened her new bakery in Boozy with Booze. It's Butter and Scotch.
Yeah, it's a bakery and a bar. And we have a bunch of baked goods right in front of us and some cocktails.
Which is your famous one that I think the New York Magazine posted on the front page?
Pie?
Yeah, pie.
Pie? The
The s'more-
s'mores pie. Yeah.
I'd like to try that, please. Thank you.
Yeah, it
Okay,
sounds
we
delicious.
have some.
Yeah. We'll try some right now.
Yeah,
You want to
totally.
give some for Carl?
I'm ready.
And we have Giddles, who's been in many food competitions.
Hey, what's up?
Didn't you just win one recently?
I did. I won the lobster takedown 2 weeks ago in Brooklyn. I got first place People's Choice and third place Judge's Choice, so it was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
What do you mean?
I hate to. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
Please.
Oh,
You've
I-
had enough drama. Yes.
I made a
I'm
lobster, shrimp, and scallop seafood sausage.
Trendy.
So came out pretty wacky. It's cool.
Nice.
They do a score, like a composite score?
No, I don't think so. I think they just have like the 3 judges and they just kind of confer on what they like better. It's not like a actual like barbecue like competition where you sit down and you have to like have the plating and you get points for everything. It's,
Right.
it's a lot more loosely based than that.
Let me ask you a question. It's
Yeah.
in Brooklyn.
Yep.
Right?
It's
And
at a shuffleboard
So he's
club.
wearing a sweatshirt that has a bunch of like 70s gods on it holding taco spears.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
So now I know how serious this thing is.
Yeah.
So how much do you think, in point wise, to 100, do you think your beard helps you in Brooklyn win competitions? I'm
Well,
saying 90.
I trimmed it a little after the takedown because I felt like it was getting a little too unruly.
That's a pro move.
Yeah, I was just like, well, I got to take a little off now just to tone it down a little bit. It was
That's
too many
crazy.
votes.
That's
But
awesome.
you know,
That's
you gotta do
pretty
what you gotta
cool,
do.
though.
It's
That's
fun.
pretty cool.
It's a lot of fun. It's all home cooked, so it's it's kind of like chopped, but for poor people.
Do people show up like really hardcore and serious, like with a
There's-
little knife kit and like a?
There's this one guy who shows up, and he was like a professional chef who would come and enter this thing, and he's just such an asshole, and like
Right.
everyone hates him.
But
And
why
we-
is he there?
we have no idea.
That's like me going to my kid's 3rd grade class and playing dodgeball.
Yeah, and just like pegging everyone in the
Yeah.
face. But yeah, he's like kind of a dick. But most of the people there are really chill.
Really,
really
a chef,
nice.
a dick in a competition?
Yeah.
That's rare.
Yeah, what an asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're a lot of fun. I definitely recommend them if you're ever out in Brooklyn and there's one going on.
Yeah. John Seymour has entered.
Hello, Mr. Seymour.
Yo.
He's from the owner of the Sweet Chick.
Oh, nice.
You guys.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna
going on?
switch seats.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, John? Have a seat.
I'm glad you made it. There is a hurricane.
There is a hurricane. Yeah, thank you.
Hurricane Joaquin is out there.
Yeah.
Is it any good out there?
Oh yeah, it's going alright. I saw a couple of cats flying. I brought some mac and cheese, some chicken for you guys.
Nice.
Nice. He's gonna come. He's gonna try to beat it. What he does is he does these competitions, these food competitions.
Oh okay.
I don't have any on me though, so we can't compete.
Oh, I know. What do you have to do?
But I will eat
You
some.
win. Set it up. I
You
win,
won.
right?
That's it.
By default. That's cool.
Yeah, you win, man.
We're doing Donald Trump rules. You win.
Yeah, but John Seymour is the owner of Sweet Chick. It's in Brooklyn and also in Lower East Side. John, how did you get now that you're famous for the chicken and waffles, how did you get to like pick that particular dish as your like signature?
Well, I'm from New York, and when I found out the chicken and waffles was actually a dish that is, native to New York as well, native to Harlem, I thought to myself there was nowhere that was really doing it and specializing in it. And then I said, man, we got to open one up, Yeah. And it's gone pretty well. We opened the first one up 2.5 years ago in Brooklyn, and now we have the one on the Lower East Side for over a year.
Nice.
And some plans for some more in the future.
Are you gonna open the West soon, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I
or
mean,
Queens.
we're-
I hear.
Yeah, we're putting a deal together now, and I think really wherever we find the best location, I think is kind of where we're gonna go next. I'm definitely looking towards LA though.
Nice. How do you keep the brand like equally as good? Because I go to both of them many
I know.
times.
I've seen you at both.
You
of them.
both, and each at the time
What a
though.
creep.
I go in there, I see Roland at the end of the bar. You know,
Oh,
like
like cops, man.
Roland's like a food stalker.
Jesus, Roland, pay for something.
I
Cheap
do.
bastard. I'd like to try the chicken now, please.
Yeah, but you go to either restaurant, each of them is just as good as the next. How do you keep the consistency so perfect?
I mean, that's really the struggle, and especially as we get bigger, it's gonna get tough, and it's really about building just an amazing team around you, because you can't do it alone, and you can't even do it with 5 people. You have to do, everybody has to buy in and know that, like, when a dish comes out, when they see a dish, it's got to be right,
Yeah, I heard that everybody who works for you. I hear that you're an awesome owner. That you take care of the people.
We try, man.
And it's hard because employees really suck.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh, my God.
They're calling sick during a hurricane.
Yeah,
Babies.
man. That's really it's a tough. That's the toughest thing about running a restaurant. When people ask me, I say the staff is the toughest thing, not because staff are tough people or tough people to deal with. You just got to keep people motivated, and you guys love what you do, right? You're here, you guys having fun. It's like that's the same thing where I want the people that come in there to love what they do.
Do you still run Pops Burgers or?
My wife kind of does a lot of the day-to-day to that, and that's gonna get tricky soon too, because she's opening a little spot in Williamsburg as well.
Oh, what kind of food is it?
She's doing a little Caribbean spot.
Ooh.
It's gonna be. My wife is from Trinidad.
Oh, nice.
And cooks all the time. She's super passionate about it, so she's opening a spot probably in like 2 months.
Wow.
So.
How'd you partner up with Nas?
So that's like, for me, a dream come true. Nas is my favorite rapper growing up. I mean, I grew up on the east side of Manhattan. Queens was right across, Queens Bridge was right across the water. And I met somebody from Mass Appeal, Peter Bittenbender, who's the CEO of Mass Appeal. He came into the restaurant to eat one night, and we just started kicking it. And I knew some of the people over at Mass Appeal, and they actually had done a story on me like a year before that. And we just started talking, and he was like, what do you think for the future? What do you see for the future of Sweet Chick? And I was like, we kind of want to keep it tight. We don't want to start franchising these things, but we want to we want to grow. And he was like, let's have a meeting on Monday. This was like on a Saturday night. And he was like, come in Monday, let's talk. So I went in, we had a meeting, and he was like, man, he goes, Nas is a partner at Mass Appeal as well, and Mass Appeal Records. And he was like, man, I think this is something Nas would be interested in, man. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, that's crazy. And then I left there. And then that evening, he was like, yo, Nas's manager and his boy have heard about Sweet Chick, and some of his friends have ate there, and he wants to fly you down to Texas to meet you, to South by Southwest. So I was like, holy shit.
Wow,
He's
that's
like,
pretty cool.
yeah, he was like, you going to be available? I was like, I screenshotted the message, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm available. Of course I'm available. So I went down there, met him, kind of just really just on a vibe tip, He came back to New York, a few months later. We connected, we had dinner at Sweet Chick. And I think we sealed the deal because he came back to my apartment. He actually did a concert on Kent Avenue. So right after we had dinner, he went for Run the Jewels, was performing, and went up on stage, did Made You Look, came down, was like, yo, we think we can go to your crib, because we were talking about the NBA Finals. He's like, yo, we think we can go to your crib to watch the game? I said, yeah. Let's roll.
Yes,
So
Nas.
I called my
You
wife.
can
I
come
was
to
like,
my
yo,
crib to watch basketball. Best day ever happening right
Yeah,
now.
I was like, literally. I looked at my manager too, and I was like, this is serious.
Am I really about to eat fried chicken with Nas and watch basketball?
Yeah, I can kind of say whatever I want on serious, right?
Yeah, you can say fuck shit.
All right, so I basically was like, you got trees?
All right.
And he was like, nah. I said, okay, I got you. And then I looked at my manager from the restaurant. I said, yo, go grab a bottle of Hennessy. And I called my wife. I said, hey, is it cool if I come upstairs with Nas to watch the game? And she's like, yeah. She was like, she told me later, she's like, I was sitting in my, house shorts, and the kids were sleeping. I have 3 kids. They were all sleeping in the next room. So we came up, he smoked a blunt on my couch. We watched the game. The Hennessy commercial came on while we were watching the game, his Hennessy commercial. And I looked at him, and he's drinking Hennessy, and he looks at me, and he's like, he just kind of laughed,
That's real advertising right there.
Yeah.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And from there we kind of vibed a little bit before we really got into like to the details of the deal and how we would kind of move forward with this. But it just kind of started really on a personal level, I think.
Nice.
That's me.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's Nas.
It's not. He's like, yo, dude.
Yo,
like-
what's up? I can't believe you're talking about Hennessy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
The weed's fine, but
don't forget to mention Hurricane.
Yeah, right. So
I'll be
yeah,
with
so
you
that's
guys.
really
I'll
how
be with you guys in 2 seconds.
how the Nas partnership kind of came to be, and then since then, yeah, we've hung out.
Nice. As a restaurant owners for all three of you, what's the struggles that people don't realize, like the pain in the ass? Because people think it's easy to open up a restaurant, or any guy just walk out the street and just open. Like, what are the struggles that people don't realize? Yeah, I know.
So many. Yeah.
I know.
I'll start. People don't care. They don't care. Like, you hire people, and in all my restaurants, I hire people, and I'm like, let me try to help them. Like, I help them get them a driver's license, or I give them a raise and get them a phone, and you think all this stuff is helping them. It just makes them even crazier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to give this guy another $200 a week. Wrong.
Yeah.
Now he's stuck in a tree on crack. You know? I put him there. He was fine for. Now I killed him. He's in a tree.
Hey,
So-
Kevin, you
I
did
would love to
the
see that
Kickstarter.
management style. I don't know what you're doing.
I didn't read any books on it. I kind of
Right,
came up
right.
with it myself. I crafted
Maybe
my
you
own
should
style.
have.
You did the different route where you went through Kickstarter.
Yeah, well, we sort of did every route that we could to fundraise because, Allison and I, our families really don't have a lot of money. And so they pitched in as much as they could. But then we found, like one investor outside of that and then also Kickstarter. And then we also got a SBA loan. So we were hustling for about 2 years to just raise the funds to open up. So it's exciting that we actually did.
And was it enough?
It was questionable for a while.
Was it enough?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
My
barely.
projections
It's
are-
never enough.
Yeah. I was gonna follow it up too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it enough? It's never enough.
Every restaurant I open, I'm like, I have a meeting. They're like, Carl, we're over budget. I'm like, it's the first day.
Right. Like, are you surprised?
Wow, that sucked.
Yeah. Yeah. No, money is definitely very, very hard. Staffing also. It
Yeah.
seems like most of our time is taken up from just staffing, and we have a pretty small crew too. I imagine you have much larger.
It's getting bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's it's all relative, really. I mean, it's like you still, if you're in there every day, it might be a little bit different. I mean, that's my kind of challenge now to not. I can't be in every restaurant every day. So.
Yeah, isn't it, some people don't realize that even though you guys get fame or get press, other people realize that doesn't make you rich overnight.
No.
That's where a lot of people may have the misconceptions.
I literally said, I was in the car yesterday with my GM and we were just talking and I was like, man, this restaurant shit is fucking like, it's just not what people think. Like the perception of it really is. I mean, the margins in a restaurant are very small and,
gross.
It's like, you can have, I've heard of restaurants too that are like, award-winning restaurants, but their food cost is, 40%. And then, their labor cost is, and everything else is 59%. And you're like, all right, so.
That's not a real restaurant.
Yeah, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It's like.
That's a fundraiser.
Yeah, you're breaking even,
Like it's a rich
tough.
people
Nonprofit.
charity.
Yeah, it's very tough,
Especially coming from where you come from bars.
Yeah.
Now I've been drunk at
Many.
all of your bars.
Yeah. I've been behind them too.
Now
Long
let
time ago.
me. That's fine.
On both ends.
So, Pangea was good, man.
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorites actually. That was one of my favorites. And I used to go there obviously before I worked there.
That was such a
And
good
I was
place.
like, yeah, I feel like for me, everybody always says like there's an age group that says like the clubs were what the clubs were, and that was a small spot, but it was
it was
different
tight though,
type
man.
of
Music was always
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Oh, you always
How did you
went
get
there
all
and had a
those
good
hot
time.
girls in one place?
Oh my! Well, that's why it was so great.
There was one so hot, I just
Yeah,
sneaky kissed
yeah,
her, and then the bouncer
yeah.
chased me out.
Yeah, I got beat up by the bouncers there before I worked there. Actually.
What's the
Long
craziest
story.
bar fight you've ever seen?
Oh man, craziest bar fight? I'd probably say it was a pool hall fight. With that had a bar in it when I was younger, and it was totally
With the
insane.
sticks, like Patrick
Oh,
Swayze,
yeah.
like when he was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
cooler?
yeah. Oh yeah, literally with the sticks. Like I had a stick too. It was crazy.
Okay. That's funny.
I
You like
mean-
that greatest fight that I was in?
Yeah,
People alive or people dead? I'm like, alive.
I've been in a few. I've seen a few. Not that I've been in a few.
Yeah.
I've seen a few.
It's always
From a
funny
distance.
when a 5 foot girl has to kick a 50-year-old man out of her
Oh,
bar.
wow, yeah, that's
they don't take that well.
No.
Yeah, Roland was pissed for like a week.
He's like, and they charged me. What the fuck? Yeah. Only a few more drinks, please.
He was wearing a kumquat cupcake T-shirt on. And sneaky touched me.
And if you want to call in, it's 866-969-1969. Yeah, drinking is fun though. I know, but sometimes people do make it.
Drinking and staring at people is fun.
Yeah, as long as you don't lick your lips and blink.
Just for you, Roland. Just for you.
Yeah. Do you deal with that a lot though at your bar now? What's the crazy?
Bar fights?
Yeah.
No. I mean, we're a bakery and a bar, so luckily the people coming there are basically on dates or girls' birthday parties.
you ever see, like,
it's not a very raucous crowd. Although we do get like a few very drunk people towards the end of the night where
If you get
I have
kicked
to
out
shoo
of
them
a
out.
bar that serves desserts, you should just
Yeah.
be arrested. Like, you are not a good person.
Oh yeah, the
You
guy.
definitely, like, you're the person that's freaking out at Whole Foods because the flowers don't look fresh.
The guy came back the next day and was like, "This is fraud. I never came to this bar." And
I was
like,
never here, and there's a tear in my
Actually-
Lululemon pants.
No, we don't get that a lot.
Yeah, but do you ever see like first dates go south and you guys just enjoy in the back?
The first dates go south. I think we get a lot of first dates, a lot of Tinder dates. We always try to figure out who's on a Tinder date. Yeah.
Push it to just let them go fuck up and left.
We've definitely had a few people come in and it's super fun at first, and then they have like 10 honey chili riders, and then they're just crying at the middle of the bar.
What's a honey chili rider?
That's what we're drinking.
I think it's delicious.
Oh, thanks.
This is really good.
I do.
Sorry, you don't have one.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
came late.
We drank them all.
Do you have any fall drinks that you make or switch the menu coming up?
So that is something we never think of. So we're about 9 months in,
Yeah.
and so we've gone through 3 seasons at this point, but we're always like, oh crap, the season's changing. We need a new menu. So we just are getting a new menu, but like right now we still have like, pineapple drinks on the menu. It just doesn't fit. But next week we're rolling out the new menu.
As I get older, like, I used to love, like, I used to think it was awesome that restaurants changed everything all the time. But now I get angry.
It's a bitch. It's like a pain in the ass.
Like, I'm like, because I recommend something to someone, go there and try this.
Right.
And they
Oh,
come
then
back,
it's
they're like,
gone, yeah.
they're like, no, now they're
Right.
making like angel whispers and fucking sponge. I'm like, oh, come on. I don't know if that's good or not.
I mean, we keep some of the stuff similar, but yeah. I mean, we have a few drinks that just no one ever orders. Those have to go. Honey chili rider, it'll always be there.
As soon as you take it off, everyone will be like, where's the honey chili rider? I got it. I'm like, listen, I just looked at Micro's pitch. You did not order this. No one did. For a year.
John, are you culinary trained or are you just
No.
a restaurateur?
Just a restaurateur. I mean, I cook at home. And
Well, that's why
obviously-
you're successful, because
Yeah.
these chefs are idiots.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I feel like I get a good grasp of my customer base. So, I'm very influential with our menus and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm definitely not gonna. We work with great chefs. I mean, that's like, we're not just a chicken and waffle spot. So we have to have, we got to hire great people.
Nice. How do you come up with that? Like, I had your buffalo chicken. How do you get the waffles with the carrots and celery? Like, that's
like,
phenomenal.
Well, I mean, that was kind of like the waffles a vehicle. The chicken and waffles are a vehicle for us to present it so many different ways. So that's kind of like what we feel is fun about the restaurant. We do, we serve with 3 different types of butter. You can choose, like, you may like, we have a vegetarian chicken and waffles. You may like the buffalo. I might like the cordon bleu.
What do you mean a vegetarian chicken waffle?
It's seitan, and we fry it like chicken.
That was my cousin's name when he got locked up. Satan.
Seitan.
I'm like, what's up, Satan? What's up, boo?
Yeah. So, we with that waffle per se, we just kind of drop them into the batter.
Do you ever have those crazy chefs that try to apply that have Carl says the tattoos and the whisk in their arm?
My
Oh,
favorite.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
My
the Williamsburg
favorite.
the Williamsburg chefs.
Yeah, they come in ready to change your menu, change the world.
Yeah, I just have a gun tattooed on
There
me.
you go.
So, my father and a gun.
Yeah, that's all you really need in life. You get pretty far with that.
My kids' initials and shit like that.
Oh, when I see all the tattoos, I know I'm in for some small fucking food.
Big plate and small
Yeah.
food. Yeah.
I'm like, is he
You're
going
gonna
to
be
spray
hungry.
me with a mister or something? Because I'm going to punch him in the face. You know, or when they have like the cow with all the butcher
Well,
cuts
actually,
in it.
my pastry
run.
chef just got a chicken and waffle tattoo, which is pretty fucking. I think it's awesome. I might do the same
Don't fire
thing.
her until
No,
it like
she's the
ink
shit,
dries.
dude. No, she's got like a big blueberry,
Huh?
a blueberry pie
Oh.
tattoo on her neck,
Okay.
and then she's got the chicken and waffles on her shoulder.
Roland's gonna be weird now when he meets her.
Yo,
Hi, can I
what's
see
up
your
to Jamie?
tattoo? I brought
Shout out
some
to Jamie.
blueberries.
Just feeling a little bit weird. Hey, Carl, how do you do it though when you consult restaurants? Like when you go in, what do you
The
do?
first thing I do when I consult restaurants is I meet with the partners, whoever they are. And honestly, I see what their relationship is, not with each other, but with their significant other. I believe that most restaurants fail because of husbands or wives of the person doing it butting in.
I would agree that
That's what messes it all up. So I try to find that relationship, and if I see what I'm looking for, like if I see like she's whispering the whole time, ask him about the furniture. It's gonna be white. I'm out. I won't do it. You know, because I know it's destined to fail. Because you know, restaurants are first of all, it has to work, right? Everyone has to click. Restaurants are they're not they're a living, breathing thing. Like once you open a restaurant, if you own a restaurant, you realize it's nothing what you thought it was going to be. It's the people that work there aren't the people you hired in the first place, right? And you run it completely different, and the customer takes it over. It's organic, right? So his restaurant, your restaurant, they're not yours anymore. They're the people's, you know. And then you kind of just own it and take the $7 that they make at the end of the night. You know what I mean? But if it doesn't work, if the mother and father of it don't work, then it's going to be a disaster, no matter who the chef is, no matter how many waterfalls or Buddhas you have inside or how tall your ceilings are, or, you know, except if you're like Bubba Gum Shrimp, then I don't know why it works, and it makes $12 million. Congratulations.
How do they contain? I mean, now they even know it's a movie, that place. So people.
It's literally Bubba Gum Shrimp. It's famous for being a restaurant.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
Kevin, what makes a good business partner like with yours? How did you find her?
Well, we're very different, which is great. But I found her just through friends. I was working at Brooklyn Flea Market, and I became friends with the manager there. And I actually moved from Williamsburg to Prospect Heights. I was like, I know no one in Prospect Heights except for the manager of the flea market. So he's like, okay, you can be my friend, which was very nice. So I started hanging out with him, and Allison was friends with him. So mutual friend, and then she was just starting up her pie company then. And so we sort of commiserated on, because I had my cupcake company with no retail location. So we were like, you know, this sucks. We're like schlepping shit everywhere, all over the city, you know, for like very little money, you know. And so after a couple years of knowing her, I approached her and I was like, I'm ready for a store. I don't just want a bakery. I definitely don't just want a cupcake bakery. You know, like let's brainstorm and come up with something really fun.
Yeah.
So
how has the smorgasbord changed because you were there since the beginning? Because it kind of seemed like now it's clicky.
Well, it wasn't Smorgasburg at first. It was just the Brooklyn Flea. And then they realized that, and it's funny because at the Brooklyn Flea, I was there the first day that it opened, and they had all the food vendors sort of scattered all over the place, and they didn't want any of the food vendors next to each other because they thought it was like competition or something.
Fucking communists. Those Brooklyn communists, so fuck everything.
So
Gotta be fair.
But they realized quickly that if they smushed all the food vendors together, the people were happier because you know that's what people were coming for.
They've never been in a mall.
They've never right.
There's the food over there.
The food court.
Right.
That's what we used to call it. We were like, this is the food court at Brooklyn Flea. And then, you know, I think they just quickly realized that people were very, very into that part of the Brooklyn Flea Market. But yeah, now it's Smorgasburg, and honestly, I have someone else working the market now, which is so amazing because I worked it for years on my
Brooklyn.
own.
You're naturally over it. Everything in Brooklyn's over everything.
Yeah,
over it.
Right.
Not doing it.
I honestly, for the first 2 years, I carried a 50-pound tent up and down a 6-flight apartment. Like my apartment was on the 6th floor. I carried it up and down every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I must have been in amazing shape. But it was
that would be like
horrible.
CrossFit for me to live
Yeah,
with.
it was horrible. So I'm very glad that we can just like send send the stuff off.
Send the new hipsters there. I love smorgasbord. I'm gonna get that smorgasbord tattoo.
Yeah. And what's the cookbook you guys? Is it your partner has a first pie?
Yeah, so she has a pie cookbook, First Prize Pies, and that was her pie company before we joined together and created Butter and Scotch. And so it's 75 different pie recipes.
What is your signature pie when you go there? People always order.
It's the s'mores pie,
s'mores pie?
which we mentioned, which we totally have.
I'd
It's
like to try that.
kind
Well,
of
yeah.
out of my reach.
I know. I'm looking
but-
at those pies. I was like, I know I got here late. But,
John, I'm like,
you know, I
the
don't
whole
know.
time I'm like, all right, like maybe they give it to me because I didn't eat the chicken. So I'm like, let me eat the chicken so they'll give me the pie.
I'm gonna
do
blame
the
it on the
order. Yeah.
hurricane. They're all smushed.
It's fine.
smushed
This is a
together,
hurricane.
but-
Anything could
It's all
happen.
good.
Are you guys putting together a book now, or are you?
Dude, the shells and the mac and cheese
Yeah.
are great.
I'm gonna hand
Like,
this
those
over.
look crazy.
Yeah, we are working on a cookbook.
That's
it's
beautiful, man.
we just wrapped the photo shoot for it, and my sister Molly Landreth shot all the photos for it, which is exciting. She flew over from Seattle. She's very pregnant, so it was pretty fun watching her like up on the bar, trying
Holy
to
shit,
get
that
pictures.
smells my good.
I know, right?
No
So-
wonder Roland is like a creep.
Yeah.
You're starting to get the eye.
Yeah, see,
I looked at you different, right?
Yeah.
See, you lick your lips. Yeah, that's right.
I winked at you. Half of it's because of the diabetes, and the other half is because you're cute.
Having a stroke.
Hey, if one calls 866-969-1969.
Oh,
in
God, that is
cookbook,
really good.
Thank you.
What recipes? Is it all pies or is it pies?
No, it's a combination. Yeah, we've got all of our it's cocktails and sweets and baked goods. So we have like our birthday cake on there, which I also have. But
That's one of the best birthday cakes I ever had in my life. You should have to try it. It's,
yeah, we
it's
can
phenomenal.
Keep going.
I just don't want to get in the conversation with you two because I don't know
Oh,
if there's
man,
like
this is so
legal things pending or anything.
Yeah.
I've been alive long enough to stay out of this one. It's enough with one hurricane.
But yeah, no, it's a combination of
What is this now?
booze and baked goods, just like our bar / bakery.
I'm breathing heavy like a little fat kitty on the couch.
It sounded like you were just ran around the block. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, so the birthday cake is just a classic white cake.
You're the hottest
with
chick ever.
pink frosting and sprinkles. But it's like a really, really dense,
I'm getting a
moist
tattoo
cake.
of you.
That's great.
I'm gonna get a tramp stamp of her and parade her around the smorgasbord
I
in Brooklyn.
fully condone that.
My wife's like,
Your hoodie's tight enough.
my wife
right
would
now.
even care that it's that I got a tramp stamp. And be like, who is that bitch? I'm like, so you don't care I have a tramp stamp? That's really good.
Good. Very different from the s'mores, but yeah, those
Different,
are our
but-
two. Those are our two best
When
sellers
does it
at
come
the
out, your
store.
cookbook?
Yeah.
Does that release
Oh,
date?
so it comes out fall 2016, so
Oh,
in a
nice.
year.
So, wow.
So we have a little while. Publishing works. That way.
Yeah.
Is
that's
that
how it is.
s'mores thing going to be on there? Because that didn't taste
that-
simple. Some like fat middle America housewife's going to bury the kitchen trying to make that thing.
Oh yeah, totally. We like make our own graham cracker for that.
I have
so
to
it's
go to
just like-
Thurles Hob. I need a whisker.
So, but will it be like a cookbook where you actually make it taste the same? Because there's some cookbooks where they leave a few things out.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Proprietary
Tricky.
secrets, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some that actually
Yeah.
leave flavor out, which is those are my favorite.
Yeah, like, this does not taste the same at all.
That I mean,
Paula Deen-
that
I mean-
could be the cook as well. But no, we're not leaving any ingredients out.
We're
I
all good.
promise. They're all in there.
John, what do you do to relax? Because, I mean, you have 2 restaurants, 3 kids.
I don't relax. I mean, I go home. I mean, before my kids go to bed, I usually take pictures, Snapchat with them and shit. You know, they love that shit now. It's weird day and age we
How
live in.
old are they?
I have twins that are 5, and then I have a 3-year-old, all girls.
And they're Snapchatting?
Well, no, they say like, Daddy, take a picture with us. You know, they like it. You know, so like I'd lay in bed with them and chill and kind of act like a kid. And
Are they interested in the restaurant industry? Like, are they going to be little chefs?
I mean, they love
They're
sweet
fucking
chick.
5,
No,
Roland.
but they
What?
do.
Well,
They
I mean,
do.
I think
They
my
help
dad
my
made me work
mom.
at
I mean,
2.
they help my wife cook.
What's the food
and
cost,
bake all the
Daddy?
time. Yeah, they don't want to get into that shit. But,
Yeah.
you know, they like they love the restaurant. I mean, we had a whole pig in there one day, and they were like bugging out. You know, like shit like that. You know, it's like they love going to the restaurant. I take them with me.
Because I grew up
on
in the restaurant
weekends.
industry too. My dad.
Didn't I see you with one of my kids downtown one time?
What?
No.
No? I think so. I feel like it. Oh, no, in
getting
Brooklyn.
creepier.
I had one of my kids.
Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn.
it's
I gotta
sweet-
call a
sweet
major timeout here.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, it really
I'm
wasn't
from
like
New
that.
York.
It really
I'm from
wasn't
New
like
York.
that.
I've seen a lot. What the fuck are you two talking about?
Hurricane Joaquin.
Because if I'm sitting here and I don't understand that, I know everyone listening doesn't understand that.
No, I went to go eat at a delicious restaurant. And,
Leave his kids alone, bro.
Well, that's what I do on the weekends. I mean, typically I'll bring one of them with me, and I'll go by the city spot, or I'll go by the Brooklyn spot, and kind of, they hang with me and kind of check it out. But they love it. They love going into the kitchen. They say what's up to the guys in there.
Yeah,
I mean, it really, it's a family restaurant, like you said. It's like the staff and everybody's, they know my kids, and my kids know them.
I grew up in the restaurant industry because my dad was a chef too. I mean, he owned restaurants.
Yeah.
And I go, it's easy, Dad. And then he made me wash dishes.
I know.
And
Oh,
then
they'll
they
be washing
cook.
dishes.
And then they
like,
both
"Ooh."
got fired from Taco Bell, and then that was it.
That's fair.
But similar to me, I grew up my father was a bartender, so I grew up in a bar and hung out and, watched all the old guys get drunk.
Do you miss the bar? Do you miss the bars?
Not my type of bars, because I worked a lot in like the nightclubs, and
You gotta miss that money though, man.
the money was great. The money was
Wow.
great. Like the local bar, but it's kind of like what I have, but it's a restaurant. I kind of still have that same vibe. So I miss like that. After school, me and my brother used to do the homework on the bar. So like that always brings me back to my childhood. So even like when I come in with my kids, it kind of brings me back to that time in my life.
And is that true about your Irish story that you were wasted during St. Patty's Day?
Many times. every year.
Because I read that you got arrested, but then
Yeah.
Is that
Was
true?
I telling you that story?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's one of those stories. Yeah. I got arrested up on 86th Street, 1 year after I got out. Yeah, I was on.
But we were released because you talked in an Irish accent.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Me and my brother used to go to Ireland as kids all the time, and one of my aunts got me a driver's license that said I was born in Ireland. So I would carry it around with me, not really for this reason, but I had gotten arrested, and the guys had me in cuffs down in the train station.
Kind of sounds like it was for that
And
reason.
well, two seconds before this, he pulls out the thing, and I'm talking in my New York accent. I'm like, "Get the fuck off me, man," And then he pulls it out. He goes, "Oh, you're from Ireland." I'm like, "Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph." I said, "Oh, sure. I'm just over here visiting my cousins on holidays." And I said, "Oh, fuck, they're gonna kill me." And the guy was like, "Oh, you're Irish?" He said, "Get out of here, man. Have a good St. Patty's Day."
Nah.
And we have a
pretty cool.
phone call that
I'm
somebody
Cuban.
had
That never, ever will happen. Ever.
They got to give us a break on St. Patrick's Day.
He will tase me till my eyes change a different color.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Nowadays,
Oh.
Yeah, someone had Kevy's pie on 2. Frank, you're on from the Bronx.
What's up, everyone? I had the smallest pie once, and I ordered like 12 after I had the first one.
Please be normal.
That's awesome.
It's just something about it. I like heating them up and putting my cock in them.
I knew it.
Yeah.
That is sticky.
All right, well, as long as we get your money, that's fine.
Well, that's fine. So now 2 people do that.
Roland.
I didn't burn myself. Gotta let it cool
Roland's
down.
roommate.
Thanks, brother.
This reminds me of when we were younger in the city. We had a public access TV show for a while,
That's better than this.
and we got a lot of those calls. Pretty funny.
Yeah, there was
Public access is 100 times better than the show.
Manhattan Cable Network.
This isn't even good during a hurricane.
Yeah, is Sweet Chicks anything for the fall? Are you guys switching it up?
We always switch up the menu. I mean, we're adding a couple of things. We're doing a Nashville hot chicken and waffle. We're doing.
I just came from there, man. All
yeah?
these. Oh my god.
Yeah, so we were making it down in the kitchen there a while back, but it was so fucking good, man. So
Have
it's
you
going
been
on
to Nashville?
No, Hattie B's or Prince's. No,
Hattie
I
B's
have
is
to go.
amazing.
I know I have
Listen,
to
go to this place called Arnold's.
Yeah,
Just trust me.
I gotta go. My friend just moved down there.
It's unbelievable.
He's been saying I gotta come down. So, and I really do.
And I hope you like sweet potato pie because no
Oh,
matter
man.
what you ask for, that's what you get.
Yeah,
I asked
day.
for ice cream 3 fucking times there.
Yeah, all day.
Sweet potato coming up.
We're this fall too. We did a collaboration with Fila, so we made a sneaker.
Oh wow!
And we're
What?
It's based, yeah, it's weird, and it's based on the Nashville hot chicken and waffles. So when we're gonna kind of release the dish around the same time, and the sneakers, it's kind of cool.
Nice. When does that? When
I'm
does that come
definitely
out?
buying Fila chicken and waffles. Yeah, that's like a
it'll be
fat
fun.
guy sneaker. I could wear that.
It'll be fun.
When does that happen?
Probably November.
November? Oh,
Sometime in
nice.
November.
Very nice.
You know?
And for the sweet check is are you guys? I was gonna ask. Oh, are you guys? Because sometimes you do like the Brooklyn festivals.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do that anymore, or is that just too much right now?
Sometimes, yeah, it's you know, it's a lot. I don't know, you know, Smorgasburg even is like, I'm like, holy shit, I don't know how these people get that shit down to that pier, you know, and like do all that. It's like just doing stuff off site is always so difficult. You know, if it's the right venue. I mean, I'm talking to somebody about potentially doing something for Art Basel in Miami.
Art Basel's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I go down every year, man.
Girls, watches, and cars.
Yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's a good time. I haven't seen a piece of art since the past 2 years.
I don't even know where the art is there.
Yeah. It's somewhere.
I don't.
It's somewhere. But it's definitely a good time. So we're trying to actually do a kind of something that it's like our own festival. So like the music and stuff
Okay,
like
you
that,
got your own sneakers, John. Bang it out.
You know?
Because
So
your
we're trying to do
1-year
shit.
party, you had what, Slick Rick, Wu-Tang.
Yeah, we've had a bunch. Yeah, we had Everlast. We did a block party in Brooklyn. We had Everlast from House of Pain. He performed.
I went to that. That was amazing.
You were there, right?
Yeah.
Slick Rick performed. Mobb Deep. We've had,
Mobb
Raekwon came for our 1-year anniversary. And when we do this stuff, it's usually always unannounced, you know. And like,
Yeah.
Some like Raekwon
Action Bronson's
came.
a huge fan of your guys.
Well, I came here last time I
Yeah.
saw you here. Action was here, and we brought him food. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
So
very
Action's the
happy.
homie, yeah.
Do you collect watches like Carl does? Because Carl spends an abundant amount of money on watches.
I mean, I'd like to spend, more. I just have to make a little bit more, you know.
Well,
But
listen,
yeah,
you better
know.
open another fucking club because this restaurant shit's for the birds.
Yeah, it's it's nice to have a nice watch, right?
Oh, remember club? Like every time I'm somewhere and it's like a bunch of restaurant guys and the club guy shows up, everyone's
Yeah.
like pissed off. You know what I mean?
It's the
He's
club
like, "How many
guy.
square feet? How many employees?
Yeah, exactly. How
Do you
much
have a
work?
Coke?
How much
How
work do you have
much?
to do?
What are you nuts? How much is the chef? That's how much you pay my Coke deal. I'm leaving."
Yeah.
You're like, "Wow, was that a pearl white Bentley that floats?"
Maybe we'll have a club sweet chick one day. You know?
I'd go.
We
My
actually
new
had
chicken sneakers.
we had a party last week. It was like last minute. Tyler the Creator was at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And we did an after party with him. And I actually just got the footage today, just like a clip of it, and it fucking turned into a club. The one in Brooklyn, like we took
Yeah.
all the chairs out. They came in. It was like he put, they Instagram it, and they have like a million. He has like over 1 million followers and shit.
Everybody
like,
showing up.
Everybody showed up. It was I had a lot of fun. But it's like, and I looked at the footage today, and I was like, holy shit, that's a club. Like we took all the tables out like at midnight, and it turned up like insane.
Well,
I love talking to guys about club money. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like I talked to a club guy and he's like, "What's the matter? What are you stressed out today?" Both my money machines broke. I'm
Well,
like,
I mean,
"Your
my
money machines broke?"
I've worked in clubs, and a lot of my friends are promoters. My wife worked at a couple of clubs like cocktailing, and the girls there just from the bottles, they're walking out with $900 a night.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they don't do the work. It's like the busser runs all the drinks, everything, and they just kind of show up and take the money from the guy. And
Yeah,
That's
my
it.
manager does 900 a night, but that's just because she's stealing from me.
yeah.
That's a whole nother story
That's
for
another
That's
story.
another show.
yeah. Is there any music you listen to, like to create, like inspire a dish or anything, or you just kind of?
I mean, sometimes I think we're super inspired by music, and a lot of that it's like natural. Just that's kind of my personality. But like Chicken and Waffles was inspired by music. It was the jazz musicians at 4 a.m. in Harlem that said, "I want breakfast or dinner," and Chicken and Waffles was born. That's how it came to be. So it's just crazy how that has all kind of evolved and naturally happened for us. Like behind both bars, you've been there. We're big Biggie Smalls fans. So behind the bar, one bar says "Spread Love is the Brooklyn Way." The one in the city is "It Was All a Dream." We're super connected to the music scene.
You say you keep everything Brooklyn too. Even your coffee is in Brooklyn too.
Yeah. We had to use the Brooklyn Roasting Company guys, but it's like, it's more of almost even a New York thing, not even just a Brooklyn thing. I think for me, just the whole concept, overall concept. But like even our staff, like Biggie plays a big role in that. Like if you ask some of our staff members, like what's kind of like their mantra, they're gonna say went from negative to positive and it's all good, because that's it's a tough business to be in, and customers come in and sometimes shit happens and they don't necessarily leave happy, but it's our job to make sure they leave happy.
Yeah, do you guys ever get frustrated with Yelp? You're like, it's just like,
Yeah, it's just it is what it is, man. You gotta
Do you
can't
look
hate,
at it
just
often?
I get them to my phone.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I look at them 3
do.
times a day.
Really?
And the other day, I actually went to someone's house.
I mean, listen.
I went to that cunt's house.
You're giving somebody, you're giving basically everybody in the planet, a vehicle to either smash you or congratulate you. And, even the craziest people that are totally off the mark, I look at it and I say 2% of what they're saying could be true. You know, 2% of it even could be true. So I could take that and I try to sift through that and let's try to make our team better and let's try to make our shit better.
Yeah.
So
is it weird nowadays that when you bring out a plate, people don't grab the fork, they grab their camera to take or their iPhone to take pictures and they Instagram it right away? Is it more pressure to present or is it just kind of?
Well, I feel like there should be pressure to present anyway.
Yeah.
Says the pastry chef.
I don't think it's I don't think it's bad.
I don't think it's bad either. For me personally, I think it's good.
Right. It kind of helps us.
And I think it's a way, for businesses to not have to spend a lot of money on PR companies and it's like a little more organic and it's definitely a way to get out there. I mean, for us, it's pretty huge.
Yeah, because I noticed in New York, a lot of people hire PR companies, restaurants.
Yeah.
And people don't realize how much money that costs.
Oh, yeah, man. That's
like $5,000 a month just for.
Easily it could be,
How?
I don't. I've opened large scale restaurants with PR companies. Can someone tell me what they do besides bring their friends to get drunk at the bar? They're worse than like promoters from the '80s.
Yeah, I mean it's it's just like
I don't know what they do. They don't even know what's on the menu.
If you find somebody who's great, you're very lucky, and they can kind of get put a couple of things together. But it's as a consistent thing, it's kind of a drain, I think. But
I think a 12-year-old that knows how to put you on all like social media is more effective than the girl with the.
Well, social media has been. I mean, before that, I mean, how else did you know about a restaurant? Really, I mean, how else did you have the access?
If like the weatherman from the local channel came, like Al Roker showed up, that was like the most celebrity you would get. It's different now.
I share for him. The Joaquin takes him away. Well, that's all the time we have right now. I want to thank everybody. John Seymour from Sweet Chick. Go to sweetchicknyc.com. Also, thank you to Keavy. You can find her at butterscotch.com.
Sorry about Roland. That was really.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't expect that. I want to take a shower.
Yeah, in the Mad Cuban.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for stopping by, and hopefully we might be back next week. We don't know. And I just want to thank Opie again.
Thank you, Opie.
And my bosses, the Stengel brothers. And thank you for letting us. And Don Wicklin. Hee-haw! That's my other boss. And thank you, everybody, for listening to the Food Court.
Do your Instagram there.
Oh, yeah, my Instagram is at Roland Food Court. And if you guys want to say your Instagram.
Yeah, of course. At Drunk Bakers.
At Sweet Chick Life.
All right. And,
mother.
And we're off to the hurricane.
That'd be a great one.
Thank you.
The food court is closed.